Hello everybody, Andy here from Glass Half Dead, the #1 Kill Team channel on YouTube, unless of course you are aware of any other Kill Team channel on YouTube. Today we have Blood and Zeal. It's an unboxing. So far, at the point of me recording this, I have seen the Warcom preview, and that's it. I know nothing else, so let's get straight into it, shall we? Because I have a tendency to ramble. As you see, it's already packaged. I would like to say a thank you for GW for sending this to me. We already know the contents, so the thing I'm really going to do here is find out, you know, base sizes, the rules a little bit, and show off some of the sprues so that you know what's going down. We see the bases here. Oh, okay. Well, we've got a mix there. We've got some 32s and some 25s. Oh, I guess that means the corn are going to be on 32s. I've got to be honest, I'm really interested to see what the corn are going to play like. I'm really interested in that. This is our statue sprue. This is the bad boy. Everyone's going to be, all the 40kers are after for some reason. There we go. We then get two sprues. These are two. I mean, I'm sure they look great, of course. But if you're thinking of picking these up later, they're relatively sparse sprues. They're going to look a little bit confusing in the box when you go and buy them. But anyway, this is cool stuff. If you generally want to see a better picture of the sprues, GW does actually go ahead and post the sprues, I think, on pre-order day. So when you go to pre-order these, you can check the sprues out there. Also, if you are going to be pre-ordering this, do note, if you're in the UK, I have an affiliate link with both Element Games and Whaling Games. They both have their pros and cons. I'd recommend both of them. I've had good experiences with both. You know, that costs you no extra, and I get a little kickback. That's a great way to support the channel if you like what I'm doing here. Thank you very much. Cool. Right, let's get into it. Oh, I will say, I've said it before, but I do like their upgrade of packaging for Kill Team, and just in general what they're doing now. I'm a big fan. I think they've done good stuff. There you go. So we have what we expect, which is our data cards. But we have this card pack as well, which I'm quite excited to have a quick look through. That's everything in there. The rest is filler. I do like their advancement of packaging. Good job, G-Dubs. They're making good, smart moves. Now, we've already seen the token sheet, right? Let's have a quick look at it again. When I did a live stream a while ago, I tried to figure out what all of these could mean. At first, I thought they're fire tokens, but actually, I'm not 100% sure they are. And then we get loads of these. I don't know what these are. They almost look like a scanner that's failing. I really don't know. I'm very interested to see. Well, that doesn't make it any clearer, does it? And then on the back, same on the back. And one thing that I will say, a little bit of a benefit over these is that in Hivestorm, and I think Brutal and Cunning as well, we didn't get these, which are in. Oh, sorry, hold it up so you can see it. The 28s to 32s to 25s to 40s. These are quite fun if you're new to the game. Brand new player, you're thinking of getting in with this. Why would you want these? Good question. The reason you would want these is because when you are moving a model around on the table and you want to make a perhaps very tight charge, you might want to leave your model where it is and then move using these little base proxies. So you know 100%, yes, I can make it before you move your model. But of course, in Kill Team, exact positioning can be pretty important. Let's have a quick look at the base sizes from this, okay? I say this every time I go through it, but any time I don't, at the very least, flick through the rules, I regret it. Or the build instructions, I regret it, because what's going to happen now is I'm going to go and build these as fast as I can, and somebody is going to ask a question, either in my Discord or whatever, and say, oh, Andy, do you remember how this works? I'm going to say, no, I have absolutely no clue, because I've thrown away the instructions. So there you go. Here we go. Now, if we need it, we can flick back to this, and we can say, I get you. All good. Excellent. Right. I'm interested to see the dossier, because I want to know what they're doing. The day of firing has arrived. I'm interested to see what exactly they're doing, obviously with the rules. Who are our playtesting services these days? Inquisition, Casking, Gretchen Revolutionary Committee. Those are the 3 playtest groups for Kill Team. They have not yet changed. We obviously won't really cover the fluff in this one. Oh man. Basilicus. I guess that's how we're pronouncing that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is all good stuff. Maybe I'll do a video on this. I don't know at this point in time. Maybe I won't. Let me know. Hey, do you want to have me read through the fluff of this? I personally quite like to listen to some of the longer lore videos, which is just, you know, you hunker down and start preparing, you know, hobbying as they just drone on, but drone on in a good way. I obviously mean that, obviously. So, preacher operatives. You can include up to 4 preachers. There you go. That's our generic, what would we call them? Warrior operative. If we decide we don't like any of them. You cannot select an option that includes a brazier of holy fire more than once per battle. A brazier of holy fire. Who's that? Okay. Oh, it's not bad. Brazier of holy fire. Oh, okay. So both of the missionaries, there are gunners, really. You would be able to build them with a brazier of holy fire, but you can only put it on one. Okay. Oh, look. And it does give us a third option of the build of what we could build there. Oh, it's a melter. So we could do flamer, plasma, melter. Oh, we're going to have to make decisions, aren't we? I think this is a full 11 model team, so we're going to have to decide. Oh no. Okay, well, hey, that's the point of checking this out. Blaze, that's obviously going to be our blaze tokens there. If you retain any crits, so you have to use a blaze weapon. If you retain any crits, the operative this weapon is being used against one of your blaze tokens, if it doesn't already have one. Okay, so you can't stack it. Whenever an operative that has one of your blaze tokens is activated, inflict D3 damage on it. Okay, so they act. So you hit them, they activate, they take D3. Then that operative's controlling player selects one of the following: roll 1d6 or 3 up, remove the token, subtract 1, or subtract 1 for the operative's APL stat until the end of that activation to remove that token. Oh, okay, all right, that's cool. So you get to play around with their APL just naturally with your blaze weapons. That's very nice. Minstrel Sermon, that's too long for me to read, but hey, if you want to know more and have more of my thoughts explained to you, then all you have to do is go and watch the actual videos where I'm not just doing my very first ever look at this team and unbox. There you go. So the cherub seems to be our comms here. You have to be within 2 inches, which isn't good for a comms, until the end of the operative's activation, add +1 to its APL stat. Okay, all right, fair enough. Looks like we've got a 7, an 8, 7s. Okay, we're generally a 7 team. It was just the Death Cult Assassin does get the 3 APL, as we would expect from a Death Cult Assassin, and does have 8 wounds. 1 AP, you can change the operative's order. Okay, interesting, I suppose. This is where we go off the rails, because I just want to read these rules. What does the Miraculous do? No, it's going to take way too long. I need to get to the cards. I want to get to the actual narrative missions. Anyway, very quickly, the Sanctifier Missionary. What does the Brazier of Holy Fire do? 4 attack, hitting on 2s. Okay, damage 4/4. Okay, so it's kind of a... Oh, wait, that is... Sorry. So it is both a flame attack that is the same, but with only Torrent 1 and a shorter range as the Minstrel Flamer. Okay, that's cool. But if you use it in melee, it's 4/4. Oh, 4 dice hitting on 4s, 4/4. 4s across the board, shock blaze. Okay. Meh, I suppose. I will obviously have to read more about this in the future. Oh, the Salvationist is the medic. That does make sense, doesn't it? Very cool. Faction equipment is obviously going to define how this team really works. Great to see it. The Goremonger kill team. Oh, I didn't check. Are they straight up 8 models? This is something I need to know. Are they a 10 model sprue or an 8 model sprue? This is actually important for knowing what you need to build. If they are 8 models, then you have to get this right. If they're 10, we're fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 builds. Oh no. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it is an 8 model sprue, it looks like. Hey, I could have counted that wrong. I could have misunderstood. Do go and check out my other videos where I discuss that. Oh boy, what's this? That's not what you want to see on a quick read through. What's going on? Increase, full, decrease. So we're playing around with their gore tanks. Okay. What? Oh. So this is an 8. What are their stats? 10 wounds. 10 wounds. I'm shook. I'm shooketh. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Okay. I have to know what this is, right? Each friendly operative cannot lose more than 8 wounds per shoot action. Okay. So you can't one-shot them ever. Well, I mean, yeah, you can't one-shot them. Okay, all right. Sorry, what's this? Other than aspirant operatives, your kill team can only include each operative above once. So that means if we end up not liking, for example, the double pistol or the impaler, we can just go all aspirants. That's good to know. It's good to know. We are 8 operatives, as we knew. So we can do Sanguine Vitae and Gore Tanks. These are our abilities. There's a lot here, but I feel I have to know. I don't know what's going on with this team at all. So each friendly Goremong operative has a Gore Tank that has 3 levels, full, half, and empty. Oh, I hope you like tokens on this team, right? They start the battle at half. Whenever a Gore Tank increases, it goes up 1 level. Whenever it decreases, it goes down 1 level. A Gore Tank can increase when it's already full or decrease when it's already empty. Okay? Whenever a friendly Goremong operative incapacitates an operative within its control range or visible to it and within 2 inches of it, you can increase its Gore Tank. Okay, so get a kill within relatively close range, go up 1. Whenever a friendly Goremong operative uses a Sanguine Vitae rule, you must decrease. Okay, cool. That makes sense. There's a lot of words there, but that's very simple. Okay. Sanguine Vitae. Each Sanguine Vitae rule specifies when it can be used, and you must decrease the operative Gore Tank to do so. You cannot use the Sanguine Vitae rule more than once per activation or counteraction, and you cannot use more than 2 Sanguine Vitae rules per activation or counteraction. Okay. You can't use the same one, but you can use 2. Gotcha. You cannot use Mania and Fury to do the same activation. Okay, fine. Whatever. So what can you do? Let's find out. Rejuvenate. Heal. Great. Love it. Where's our APL? Here we go. During a friendly Goremong operative's activation, before or after it performs an action, until the start of that operative's next activation, add 1 to its APL stat. Cool. So you do it at any point after activation, and you pop it. Cool. Okay. Great. And because you all start at half, you essentially... Okay, I think that works. I'm okay with that. I think that will make this team work and function as an APL 3 team. Cool. But then, if you get excess gore, if you actually get those kills, you can pump up this stuff. Of course, we are going to have to see, do they have access to fight twice? If not, that's an issue. So, Fury. The operative can perform 2 fight actions. Okay, that's how you get access to that. Right. But you can't do Fury and Mania, it just said, right? You can use Mania and Fury to do the same activation. Oh, because the second fight action is free. Oh, okay. If your plan is to just go fight, you get that extra APL for... Okay, interesting. Rake. When that operative finishes moving during that action, you can inflict D3 damage on 1 enemy operative within its control range. Oh, that's nice. That's tasty. Okay. So you hit them with a D3 straight away, then you hit them with a fight twice. Outrageous. When do you declare this? Operative's activation, before or after it performs an action. So you can decide. You can decide whether you need the Mania or the Fury. You go in, you get the kill, you can say, okay, I don't need to fight again, I'm going to Mania. Alternatively, it didn't get the kill, I'm going to Fury. Okay. Likewise, the Rake finishes moving. Oh, okay, no, the Rake is only after a charge. Okay. Surge, charge or reposition, +1 to the move stat. Okay. Perform the fight action, +1 to your attack stat. So you want to use all of these. The only way you get them is killing something. That's the only way, right? So obviously what's happening here is turn 1, you're doing your 2 APL, you're moving, you're dashing, you're in position. Turn 2, you are effectively all 3 APL. Cool. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't know. Some of them will be able to be 3 APL. That's... I don't know. Basically, turn 2, you're all 3 APL. Good luck. That's it. Operative has a god tank. Each friendly operative has 3 levels, full, half, and empty. They start the battle at half. Whenever a god tank increases, it goes up 1 level. Whenever a friendly god operative incapacitates an operative within the control range. Yeah. Okay. Is there a way to increase this? Or we have to get a kill? There's probably a way to increase it. Once during each of this operative's activations, if its god tank is empty, increase its god tank. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what kind of profiles we're looking at here. I assume because we have access to +1 damage, we're not going to be big power weapons. We're not going to be critting on 7s because we're going to be assumed to be using that. Also, we have access to D3 damage on the charge. So we kind of can't be 7 damage because then we're potentially one-shotting 10 wound models, which is not how GW likes to run things. So that's fine, I suppose. Anyway, they're all 32 mil bases, right? Blood Herald 2, very interesting stuff. Okay, cool. Gosh. Okay, awesome. Right, let's take a look at the mission pack. Blood and Zeal cards, how do these work? Firstly, before we read the Blood and Zeal cards, because I think it's probably just going to be, draw the card, do the thing, because that's generally what this is. Let's take a look at some of the hobby tips. It's great to see hobby tips. I like that GW admits that the game is a hobby, and you can change their official stats, or statues, or models as it's called. Gives us a nice little, hey, defile that shrine, baby. Very cool, very cool. They've done a good job, I approve. How are we getting this little bit here? Is that included in the box? Oh, and that's how it's painted. Looks very nice. Very defiled. Well done. Well done. Very good. Okay. So, what does the shrine statue do? When you're within 1 inch, determine a kill zone is normal, but it should be also include a shrine statue terrain feature. After selecting drop zones, the player with initiative sets up the shrine statue on the center line. Equally, within each player's territory, more than 1 inch from other terrain features. In some circumstances, you may have yeah, cool. A shrine statue terrain feature is heavy. It can be contested and controlled by operatives and has a plinth. That means be within 1 inch. Treat the plinth as a marker for the purpose of contesting and controlling the shrine statue. Cool. Whenever you draw a card, if any operatives control the shrine statue terrain feature, you can look at the text on one card before drawing it, but still keep it secret from your opponent. You can then draw that card or draw another, but you can't look at it. Okay. And then if you're within 1 inch of it, control range, you can praise/blaspheme, 1 AP. Shuffle 1 card from your hand, draw a card, while within control range of an enemy operative, or while more than 3 for the shrine statue terrain features plinth. Okay, fine. Or you can hallow/defile 1 shrine statue terrain feature, draw a card. Okay. Right. Blood and Zeal cards. So this is the thing. What is it? Let's see. Whatever this is, they felt deserved a card pack. That's how impactful this is. Let's have a read. When setting up the battle, separate the cards into 2 decks. 1 deck of blood cards, 1 deck of Zeal cards. Shuffle each deck, then place them face down next to the kill zone. Place 3 cards from each deck face down next to their respective decks. This is the draw section, see example below. Whilst the card's type, blood or Zeal, is obvious, it's important to keep its details secret. Neither player can look at the text on these cards unless otherwise specified. Okay, cool. Whenever a player is instructed to draw a card, they take a card, blood or Zeal, from the draw section and add it to their hand. Remember, players can't look at the specifics of cards before they choose them unless otherwise specified. As we saw, you're able to do that with the statue. But both players will know if it's blood or Zeal card. In general, blood cards are offensive and Zeal cards are for defense. Okay. Once a player adds a card to their hand, they can look at its text, but it should be kept secret from their opponent. The player then replaces the drawn card in the draw section with another face. Yep, cool. If players would draw cards simultaneously, they alternate drawing cards. Until they've drawn the required players draw 1 card. In the ready set of each strat phase, whenever their opponent scores VPs. Cool, I like that. That's a nice way to make it not win more, because obviously whatever this is going to be a benefit to you. So it's saying you always get one, but then when the opponent scores, you get something to make it better for you. Cool. I like it. It's an anti-snowball. It's a balancer. I approve. And then you also get a little bit of VP at the end if you have more stuff. Let's have a quick look at the cards. Not all of them. I just want to get a quick feel for one or two cards, see what they're doing, okay? And then I'm going to stop this quick, #quick unboxing. And hopefully, hopefully, you can go and check out, I can't get the manual, thank you. You can go and check out other slightly more prepared and thoughtful things. There you go. +1 APL for control. -3 damage shot. Okay, so immediately, I'm just going to say it. Immediately, I'm going to say it first in the good way and then in the bad way. I love that it has this at the top. I don't need to read any of this text. I know what +1 APL control means. I know what critical defense means. I know what obscured means. Awesome. And then if I don't know, I can read the text. Okay? That's great. I really like that. Love it. Alternatively, on the blood side, we get +3 damage shot. I get it. Free starting action. I can figure it out, I guess. Cancel block. Fight. Awesome. Steal card. Awesome. Love it. Love this. And now if I were to flip it to the negative, the fact that GW knows that their rules need this, but they don't always do it, is really sad, I think. Because this right here, back in the day, in the last edition, when I was doing my faction reviews, this is exactly what I did. When I would take notes. So for example, for all of the ploys, I would read through them and I would try to summarize them in as few words as possible. So +3 damage shot when obscured, something like that, right? Prevent mission action. And that is how I would mark things out so that I could then explain them to you. The fact that GW knows their rules need that and they don't do it elsewhere, I think is really sad. I would love to see this format applied directly to ploys, right? Let's go find a ploy. Let's go find a ploy. This bad boy here, okay? Gore Thirst. Do we need 5 lines of text? Yes, we do. I'm not saying take that away, but and I know that GW loves their fluff, so that's fine. You can keep the fluff, but between that fluff and that paragraph, just give me this. Give me a coloured thing, whatever. It could be red for firefight, blue for strat, whatever, and just say little text bar there, whatever this is. Charge, fight, shoot, free action. Boom. So much more readable. I'd really love to see that. Anyway, everybody, if you've watched till the end here, hopefully you've enjoyed this Blood and Zeal unboxing. You know, I never really know why people watch unboxings, so I'm just doing this, but I will say one of the absolute best things for me is I just enjoy getting rules for the first time and finding out what they actually are, and I genuinely find this part to be the best part of Kill Team. None of these have been spoiled for me. I have no doubt that you guys already know. You've already seen spoilers. You've already seen kind of what's in here. At the very least, you've seen Warcom telling us, oh, this is roughly what this team does. I haven't, so I get the really fun part of just doing this on my own. And hopefully a little bit of that enthusiasm and excitement has been exchanged to you. Now, of course, please go and check out any other videos I do throughout this week. I'll probably be doing some faction deep dives or some gotcha guides for them. Not sure what I'll do there. I'll probably do a battle report, and I might do some sort of, can I teach a new person to play with the most complicated teams in the game so far, which obviously is probably a lie, but it will just be to do with Blood and Zeal. So trying to teach a new person to play the game not using Marines sort of thing, or something like that. Yeah, well, thank you for watching, everybody. Stay hydrated. See you in the other videos. Stay gangster. Bye.